All right, today's video, something you don't see very often. Got the Allis Chalmers RotoBaler out. Now, RotoBalers are kind of finicky to begin with, but it does need some belt work, so that'll happen this winter. But for now, we'll see how it goes. And so that is the problem that we're running into. So these belts being stretched out, that this is not catching right. That's where you think the problem is? Yeah, so.
I think so. I think the bottom belts are stretched too much and it don't snap back into lock position.
Yeah.
So then we have to pop out a part of bail. And then lock the arms down. Now we can make another bail. But, back in the early 70s when this was new, it worked fine.
Well, that's true. And it's hard to believe new equipment like this would have issues. I don't know why. It's weird. But yeah, we'll give her another try. Let's see if it'll make one. Do you even have twine in it? Oh, you do? Okay. I was just checking to see if you had twine. There you go. Now the trim. Well, it tripped, but now the twine's going around the pulley instead of the bail.
Now we have part of the twine on where it belongs.
Oh yeah, some of it did.
Like it should be. The thing is automatic. Put the twine on, shut the apron off, and then tight the bail and you continue to go forward. It was the most automated round baler built.
Yeah. And even though the twine's not all the way, if that was a square bail, it'd be all falling apart. Whereas with the round, you can still move that around. Oh, I forgot to tell you, that's a 175 Allis Chalmers on the front there. We redid the hood and stuff, but then he had an accident and we don't have the stickers on it. There we go. Most of the way.
That is about a perfect little round
There
bail.
we go. Yep.
And it's light. That one's only about a 35, 40 pounder. That'll go up to 125 pounds of good alcohol.
Which is pretty heavy for a little round bail.
So that's
There's what we're aiming for, basically. But you know, needs a little maintenance.
It's not been running at least 3 years.
Yeah, it's 3 years since it's ran, so That ain't all that bad. Yep. Just gonna try another run. And there we go. That's pretty good bale. Oh, that one end could be tighter, but is that far enough?
Yep.
So that one kind of locked that time.
Okay, they were desirable in western South Dakota without twine. They baled them and left them lay in the field, and you turned cattle and horses out. The cattle would eat after the horses cleaned the snow away. Trick was not to have too many cattle with too few horses. Horses didn't survive.
So here's the new thing that you haven't heard. So now they're, what do they call it? Windrow grazing?
Okay.
So they just leave the windrows out now. Yeah, I don't know.
You still need horses.
I was in Hay and Forage magazine this month.
Well, without another one.
Yep. Looks like he got a little off his windrow there. Yeah, not it's doing all right. How was your driving back here?
Yeah, he was. Okay, this one did get a little twine on it. The original baler would not pull the twine arm down until the twine caught on the hay. So you could not go through the tying operation until it pulled on it. Now the new ones will dump a bale out without twine on them. So that was one of the different improvements. And like I say, this was a early 70s model.
Much like me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Not quite the latest one, but it was. This one with the white top could be one of the last ones off the assembly line.
Right.
So yeah, it's the new model, but it was built in the 70s. So.
Which is a good decade, really. I mean, we had Wayland, we had Zeppelin. I mean, come on. Wolfman Jack on Coma Country, you know.
And if you was good at baling with one of these, it was not unheard of to make over 500 bales a day. So you were busy on the clutch, you were watching everything, and one of these would knock out 500 bales a day. So it was quite a machine today. And
yeah.
You look back, you know, you've got a good looking bale back there. And, other than it got to be picked up by hand.
And yeah, and of course they had those little
bale hooks.
The conveyors though too.
Oh, yeah, we had the little loaders that went on, as everybody would say today, a garden tractor, but it was like a 21 horse tractor that pulled the bale wagon and had a bale chute up the side of it and went onto the hay wagon.
So then you just had to stack once you got up there, but that first 3 foot is the bad 3 foot usually.
Yep. Yeah, let's check something back here before we take off. Okay, we're locked in that position. Like I say, everything's just kind of on a gravity feed, and it's got to snap back into place. And a lot of the old ones that were wore out locked better than the tighter new ones. So we'll, Mr. Rusty has a way of working things.
Sometimes it's better.
Yeah. Let's back, see what we get.
Yep, it's back in. Twine came off there. Oh, it kicked it out though. So we might have ran out of twine, or it broke. Yeah, close.
Yeah, it's about
half of one, six a dozen, or yeah, half a dozen, 6 of one. Yeah, you know the saying. But there you go. There's the little sisal twine balls that he's got in there.
Technically, we'd be using binder twine in here, but you can't find it anymore.
So this is what he uses.
When I bought my first bag of binder twine, there were 6 bales in it and it was $7. It's changed today. I think this one was 19.
Yeah, for that little guy. A little bit different. Yeah, it looks like if you look to the west, I think they're going to get a little moisture. But if the radar is correct at all, that stuff's going to go north and kind of peter out as it gets over here. And then there may be another one coming from the south, but hard telling. I don't think we've got enough hay on the ground to get much rain. I think there were sprinkles west river earlier today.
Yeah, and this one's like all the rest of them. The center does not want to pull out correctly. And I think I'm in the right end.
Sometimes,
there we go.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
So drop her in, feed it through the hole.
What you have to remember is when these guys were baling with these tractors, there was no such thing as live power. Every time you stopped this tractor, the transmission had to be shifted into neutral. Clutch had to come back out so the PTO could run.
Yeah.
So it wasn't as convenient as today.
And ours are old compared to the new ones. He's gonna string that twine up there. tube, but well, it's got to go through that eyelet. And there, it's almost. So what he was doing there is trying to push it down the tube, and now he's gonna find a piece of hay and see if he can push it the rest of the way, because it needs to come here. And I'll see if I can help a little bit. Nothing yet. Oh. There we go. It's improvised pushing stick there out of the way.
Now we'll come down, gets it off there.
There we go. And it's the right length now.
There you go. Okay, now we'll see if we can get another bale from it.
Right. I thought I looked. Oh, there we go. He's getting back in there.
Okay, now we're ready to make a bale.
I think it's in there.
Okay. We just did what the chain balers did when they started coming out with the chain balers. When it dropped the twine arms down, people would run a little further along and overfeed them, and that's what stretched their chains on the chain balers, and that wore the chain out prematurely. So basically that's what we just did here. We ran more hay in than
should have been. Okay.
You know, this is the end result of it. But, you know, sometimes machinery can compensate for people's mistakes.
There you go. so this one, that's what he was saying. This one's perfect now. He didn't have any extra, so that's why you can see the twine. Hey, finally got a good one. And looks like he lost his knife, so I got that for him. Close. That one looks a little small, but maybe it isn't. No, I guess it's about right size. Now the amazing stuff about this third cutting is that it's really green, but it actually is dry. I know it doesn't necessarily look like it, but it is. Oh, there it didn't latch. Yeah, so it didn't latch there. On those two is what happened there. Found that. But yeah, so it didn't latch, but overall, cool little piece of equipment. And you know, we're not doing the whole field, obviously. So yeah, hey, hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Got Dad here. And
it's a piece of history that's going to be gone if somebody don't pick it up and learn how to run it. That's kind of where we're at today.
Yep. All right, take care.